Welcome Instagram, YouTube, all my followers, subscribers, people who have been, following my page, I think for probably about the last 5 years. This is my first vlog style video I'm going to attempt to do, and basically you guys may have noticed that last summer there was a huge absence of climbing videos on my channel, and sadly I got very seriously injured. Took a huge fall at the beginning of the year. Again, I climb alone, like I'm here today alone. It is what it is. I understand, my risk when it comes to doing what it is that I do. I think I'd be smart enough to try to find a friend, but such is the the evolution of my life. So I'm gonna insert the clip now from there was two things that basically ended up happening to me last year. The first one is going to be this first fall video where I ricochet off a bunch of rocks, and I think that really obviously caused the main injury. I'll insert that now. Relax. Get it good. Come on. Chill. You got this. Get it good. After I fell off, ricocheted off a bunch of rocks, like usual, I didn't stop climbing because that's not what Eddie does. I actually ended up going out the following weekend with Eric, and I remember starting the day off and I was like, Eric, I'm pretty sure this is not going to go well. Put a little tape on the injured parts, which was basically kind of right down in here. It was very bad. There's no other way to put it. I really messed up. So put a little tape on, tried to pull onto the same climb that you just saw me fall off of. First pull, I could basically feel the tendon spraining. So with the encouragement of Eric and my stoke of wanting to climb, I added tape. Kept feeling bad, added more and more tape until basically my hand was all casted. And I told Eric I had to bow out. It just wasn't, the injury was just too big to even BS and try to get through. So then, I was kind of disheartened. I may have taken a week off, and then, so 2 weekends following that, I went out, and ironically I ended up climbing a 6, and again I had to tape my hand. I knew again that I was injured, so I was, trying to play within the realm of reason of trying to stay healthy, but, well, I got through that climb, kind of messed around with some other stuff, and then I was going up to Army of One, and I was fortunate. There was actually a pretty healthy group of people that were coming out and trying that one. And one of the days, basically the start move, I throw and I hit a 3-finger drag, and I got this on video. The audio is probably not going to be very good, but I'll try to see how well it works out in the video. But you can definitely see me pointing to my forearm. Nice. Ooh, come on. Let's go. You got it. Nope. Actually, pulled something in my wrist. Just now? Like the burn before. Well, I saw you grab that first one, like, and you were like I felt it pop off of it. You felt the pop. Yeah. Like right here at this tendon. Is that the same one? Yes. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Again,
Like,
this is the hand I heard on Evil.
What kind of pain is it?
So basically, Eric had just sent the 5, and then I was like, let's go. Can't even remember if I had tape on at that point. And then I threw for the drag, and I felt something pop in my forearm. And so it was kind of like a pop in the forearm, and then it was bad. I couldn't close my fist all the way. Basically, my pinky was held open quite a bit. You know, my ring finger as well, so definitely down into the tendons. And that basically, I tried to mess around the rest of the day as well. You could ask the guys that were there. I definitely tried to keep in good spirit, but as the day kind of progressed on, even just putting my hands down on rocks as I was scrambling around, I knew that at that point I messed up like really, really bad. And then kind of moving forward, I knew I had to take some time off. And it was very challenging for me, to be completely honest. There was many mornings or even evenings I was stoked. I just want to go climb. I just want to do things. And I would quite literally pack my climbing bag, grab my shoes, after mentally battling with myself for like an hour at home drinking coffee on whether or not this is a good idea to even go out and try it. And I would grab my stuff and I would walk up to my van, and then I would basically just sit there for a couple minutes staring at my van and really just understanding that, you know, for the first time in, you know, almost, I think it's been 9 years since I've been climbing, that that was it. I really messed up with the pain that I was feeling, how bad it was. I quite honestly thought that that was the end of my climbing career. You know, most of you guys know I've been dealing with a bad shoulder for years as well. So, you know, I'm kind of used to battling through some injuries here or there, but this one, especially in the hand, you know, full crimping power, and I quite honestly thought that that was the end of the show for Eddie. And so that was it. I stopped climbing. I went out. I, you know, kept doing my archery. Definitely picked up more into slacklining. Progressed really well in my slacklining. So that was. It still ended up being a super productive season for me, minus, you know, the climbing side of things, my passion in life. The one thing that I didn't know what would ever happen to me if I couldn't climb for a season. Again, if you guys all know me, you know, which, again, I don't really know how much anyone really understands about anything in terms of me, but you know, back in my military days, near the end of my career, I was going through, you know, a lot of mental health problems. My life was unraveling. I lost my mind, probably went through a full nervous breakdown, kind of hindsight looking back at the whole, you know, thing that had happened to me. And my buddy Chris Burns out in Halifax introduced me into climbing, and very quickly I became passionate. It was a very good avenue for me to invest, you know, basically, you know, the rage, the negative energy. I could go out and just beat myself up on rocks. So considering that climbing was the tool that I used to really help my mental health, it's, you know, I can quite literally say this to you. I have no problems talking about any of this with any of you guys. So if you ever want to know, you know, details of the story, just come and ask me. Gladly go over this stuff. But yeah, so climbing just kind of became my thing. If it wasn't for climbing, I probably wouldn't be here today. I probably would have left this planet a long time ago. But I'm a sucker for punishment, and there's always a problem, and there's always a reason to keep training and keep the positive attitude. So lo and behold, I got through it all, and you know, I kind of found my balance. So it was very important, and still is important to me, to make sure that, you know, I take care of myself. I train. I try to stay positive, even on, you know, on the worst days and whatnot. But it's activities like this that keep me grounded in life. So, you know, the prospect of the fact that I thought I'd injured myself just that bad. So to finish off this little segment on, you know, kind of what happened to me last year, I end up taking, it was probably the better part of about 4.5 months off of climbing, and kind of around like 3 months not climbing. I was out slacklining, stretching, and I was actually able to kind of rip apart some scar tissue through my shoulder and pec. Felt really good, but I literally felt like I could almost hear internal Velcro pulling apart. And you know, I was resting my hand. I wasn't really climbing, doing high impact stuff. And then lo and behold, I started recovering my shoulder, and I was like, well, this is awesome. And you know, it was good, and it got bad just because you know, as things started shifting, just started hammering the neck, hammering the shoulder, and then, you know, going to see deep tissue masseuses and chiro, and just putting in the work to really try to get my body, you know, for the first time in 6-7 years, I was actually able to make progress on my shoulder. So that really gave me some positive hope. And then, as for, you know, as I said, tell myself, to be completely honest, this winter, if you guys have come and talked to me in the gym and whatnot, I swear to all of you, this is the first time in like 6-7 years that I've actually been able to say, like, I feel healthy, I feel strong, I feel motivated. And you know, instead of the normal, I'm just injured again today, guys. My shoulder's messed up. It's everything was looking really good. I'm feeling really, really great. So I'm super stoked to get back out. Definitely going to be a lot more climbing videos coming out this year. I don't really anticipate going out and chasing like super hard climbs. My personal goal for myself this year is just to go out, have a lot of fun, doing easier climbs, and just put in a lot of volume. I just really want to give my shoulder and my hand, to be honest, just another season to kind of get through a lot of it. I'll probably go play on the Mistress in a couple months from now, once the snow kind of starts melting in Cougar Canyon. It'd be nice to kind of go back and try some of that stuff out, but for the most part, this climbing season, I'm just going to go, you know, I'm kind of hoping V6 and under. I don't really want to invest a lot into V7s and plus, but I can tell you right now too that I've been just feeling so great right now that I don't think I'll be able to hold myself back from actually trying some of the hard stuff again, but it's not going to be my motivation. So if I do happen to play on some of it, you know, that's just going to be something, an extra kind of a bonus. But I'm super stoked. You know, collecting videos, having a great time, really looking forward to this 2024 season, and looking forward to seeing all of you. So thank you for sitting through this vlog, whatever it's called, my first one. I plan on doing another one kind of in October, and yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for following me. Thank you for you know? Thank you for being you, and thank you for letting me be me. So until I catch you next time, peace and love. I'll see you guys up in the field soon.